Hello and welcome back to Oversky Deck Pilot. This week on Deck Doctor, we took a look at a mono green list built to tackle Yellow Rush. The ladder has had a lot of Yellow Rush players on it recently, and it can be quite frustrating to play against if you go against them time and time again. So this deck is to check those Yellow Rush to make sure that you have a good matchup against them. So we're going to take this for a spin on the ladder. Now Deck Doctor has been out for a while, so perhaps the ladder has shifted in response to Deck Doctor, I'm not sure. But hopefully we'll get some Yellow Rush matches and I can show you how this deck performs against that archetype. So let's get into the matches and see how it does. Alright, into a match. We're going up against Mr. T, sitting at God rank. And what a good draw actually. We got a turn to play and we have two options for follow-ups. So yeah, we'll keep all of this. I think it works out very nicely. Then we'll take our forest to start things off and we'll see what our opponent gets up to now. I'm hoping it's Yellow Rush. Oh, I think it's going to be Yellow Rush. Fantastic. Now I want to play against Yellow Rush because I want to show you guys how effective this deck can be. So we have, we're going to collect a Faeria next turn. So we're going to go up to 7 Faeria. So we can go Ancient Boar Willow. Actually, it's going to be Red Rush. It's going to be a combat variation. Now I have played against this recently, and I've done okay against it. It's not been a completely terrible matchup for me. Now we could lock this in with a taunt, but we do suffer at the hands of Gift of Steel. But if I'm honest, maybe I just have to take my medicine and hope that there isn't a Gift of Steel. This is going to get value regardless. Although I could just summon Runin and get Runin going now. And just ignore this. I guess he gets a free hit in. Yeah, let's get Runin down. Like, Runin's going to be an absolute nightmare for Red to deal with. And we're going to summon it the same side as the Willow, so if the guard does decide to come across, we can start chipping away at it with the Runin as well, because the guy gets a Faeria value off this. So if I was to pick up, say, an Elderwood Embrace, or maybe I picked up a Runin's Guidance, I could use it on the Willow, or I could use it on the Runin to finish this off. And if he does pre-hit into me, I actually can kill this with the Runin and the Willow. And currently, the Runin is going to live. Because this doesn't have enough attack to clear out this very, very annoying legendary for Red to deal with. And there's a few decks that can answer this quite easily. Red is not one of them. They kind of just have to deal with it. Yeah, I'm just gonna go for the hit. Oh, nice Daring Adventurer there. Getting a 6/6 out of it. I like it. There's the Elderwood Embrace. Fantastic. Can take this on Runin. Take a hit here. We'll take our of a forest. We can actually take it here if we want to. There's not going to be any haste creatures. We can take our last one here on the follow-up. I mean, I guess we could take it on the heat. I guess we could take it here, but we do force our opponent. Doing this, we force our opponent to build another mountain. If our opponent wants to summon a red creature, we're blocking the mountain. Runin is currently tanking the Daring Adventurer and will live currently. And then we can have... the Willow is tanking the Daring Adventurer. Then we can have Runin finish this off in a clean hit. Maybe the Boar can get something as well. Maybe tackle another threat. And then we can summon a forest here. And then we can set up a collector. Maybe even take a forest here instead if we want to stop any axe grinder spots. Maybe just a ground shaker. Ground shaker would be really strong here. Kill the Willow. No ground shaker. Fantastic. So we are going to finish this off. And we're going to +1 into Runin? No, it didn't happen. Just goes to show how powerful Runin is against any kind of red rush. And Ruining just can't be stopped in that situation. It's just going to keep coming back, and as long as I have one collector, it's just going to keep getting bigger and bigger. So no way that Red Rush can win that matchup. It's nice to start things off with a Rush matchup. Not the Yellow Rush that we wanted, but you got to see how to defend against a Red Rush. Alright guys, into our next match. I have a special match for you. We have ESofDawn, who's going to help me out with this episode to show you some Yellow Rush matchups. Now, I was going against ladder opponents, and I wasn't finding any Yellow Rush. So I just asked ESofDawn to give me a hand, and he was very kind enough to play some matches with me, even though he absolutely hates this archetype. So, much love, Es. You're helping me out here. Well, helping us out, so big shout out to ESofDawn. Now, if you guys don't know who ESofDawn is, he is a monthly cup champion, so I have my work cut out for me in this game. Alright, what's next? I'm curious to see what build Es has gone for. Has he gone for the Lord of the Waste build? Maybe the Air Elemental build? Probably not the Sagittarius build that I came up with, because we didn't see a desert at the orb. As you can see here, going for an early desert. Okay. So we got double elemental, which is absolutely fantastic. This basically means we can lock out a position. Now we can force our opponent down the middle, unless we're going to see one go to the side. Oh, see, I would have maybe expected a side here, but Es quite happy to take the middle spot here. Now this is usually the turn where Yellow Rush goes off. They'll summon a bunch of haste guys, or they'll well, not in this situation. Maybe regardless of the taunts. Maybe you might just go like removal, Wind Soldier, Monk, hit, Demon Wrangler, Follower into Lord of the Wastes. It gets the hit with the Monk. Now, this is going to be a situation where we use the Sagami Grove Caller as a defensive tool rather than an offensive tool. We're going to teleport the Sagami Grove Caller over to this side and then take the hit there to clear this out. And that sets up a taunt for us on this one here. So then we're going to go double neutral. And then we're gonna lock Es into the central path, forcing Es to attack from this spot only. So once we dash an Ancient Boar onto this spot, it's going to demand removal. And that's one of the beautiful things about Ancient Boar. It can move on to the enemy deserts once you lock them in like this, and then they have to like Soldier and Wind Soldier it, which is 5 Faeria. And that's a lot of Faeria, to be honest, to spend on something that costs 3 Faeria for us. Takes a hit, Demon Wrangler. So this is a pretty kind of generic line for the Yellow Rush player. Now, we haven't taken a lot. This actually is a big problem. I'm just thinking of Faeria and pass. Well, hit and pass. I'd love to get a boar, but I guess the boar trade-off's not that bad. Maybe we could collect. I guess we can't hit that if we collect. I mean, we could go Willow Elderwood Embrace to make sure we don't take any more damage, but let's just say we can take the damage for now. So let's draw. We might pick up a Feed the Forest, and that would be very helpful. Then we'll just drop Faeria and Golem. So we're using our life as a resource this turn for the Demon Wing and maybe a potential haste to hit us. And then we can use the Faeria and Golem and the Sagami Grove Caller to clean up shop next turn. Our opponent doesn't have a lot of Faeria to work with, so kind of hoping there's no prayer. Rips one off the top, so going up to 6 Faeria is actually fantastic for Es here. Might see a Zealous Crusader come down, which is fine, I think. I think it's only around 7 attack. Gonna Wind Soldier the Sagami, get another Monk going. So this is basically to stop the Sagami killing the Demon Wing. Wants us to use our Faeria and Golem's life against this creature. Now we can go +1. We can dash onto this desert, and then we can set up Living Willow, and then we can take a clear. So we got a Willow taunting up the Monk, and then we have a board that's dashed onto that desert, making sure no more haste creatures can be played. And to be honest, this board's not going to be answered anytime soon. It takes about 5 Faeria to kill this. It takes Wind Soldier Soul Drain. It can't be Choking Sands. It can be Nightmared. So Shaitan Demon going to come down to try and answer this. Which is a pretty good answer, to be fair. And we have a really good line. We can go... We can leave the Firing Golem here. We can move up. We can Elderwood Embrace. We can take care of this. Hit this. +1 into another Willow. Just making sure our opponent cannot hit us with a haste creature. Because if our opponent hits us with a follower or a monk, that enables Khalim's Prayer, which enables more card draw and more Faeria. And if we can lock... that's how our opponent develops their economy. The Yellow Rush needs to hit our orb in order to pull that off. Now we've just picked up Feed the Forest. Now we can go for the aggressive lands, which I was talking about in another video. In the Deck Doctor video. Just double neutral up. And I don't want to feed this. I don't think we need to. I think we just do this. We cover all the deserts. And then we can pass. We don't need to do anything else this turn. This is a lot of trouble for our opponent to answer right now. So maybe lining up for a potential Doomsday. That is definitely an option here. So I'm going to wait a turn. I might actually just use a Wood Elemental, because it doesn't really cost us much. Yeah, let's take the Wood Elemental. It doesn't really play into Doomsday that much, because our opponent resets on 0 Faeria, and then we can just play Grove Guardian next to the aggressive desert. We could even, if we draw something else, we can feed it. We have a lot of options. As you can see, S has a full hand of 9 cards. 2 taunts like this, very difficult to deal with. Now, Choking Sands could come down. This does allow creatures to move around. But there's no way I'm going to die from this. And then I push 8 damage next turn, and I just rebuild my taunts and rebuild my wall. I'm curious to see what S gets up to. As you can see, the hand flicker. Sometimes there's a sign of frustration from a player, you know, showing that, actually, I don't have any answers here. This is really annoying. I'm curious to see if there is an answer. It's going to be a follower. Going to move over, potentially get an aggressive desert here. Start setting things up. Demon Wrangler. Takes a draw. So we get to Voice of Truth this turn, which is very handy. So we can keep the Firing Golem alive. We can feed this to a Verdant Force, take a draw. And this is going to set up lethal. And we're not, and as you can see, we're not really going all in here. We're playing around Doomsday. Now, me spending a free Faeria on a board is not that big of a deal, especially if our opponent's going to basically kill themselves. Take 6 damage to Doomsday the board, and I can set Verdant Force on the left-hand side. Our opponent has no Faeria to work with, and then I have lethal. And this sets up lethal in a very cheap and efficient way. We get to keep our Firing Golem after the Voice of Truth. We get to feed it, get some Faeria back. And then, yeah, we get to finish off our opponent. You can see, like, removal is being used here to answer our creatures. And Runin, again, like, these are just great cards to pick up in this situation. So we just shimmy everything back around. I mean, we've got so many resources now. It's very hard for our opponent to win. I don't think I want to put ESofDawn through this again. I think one time is enough. I would probably ask S to play a best of 3 if this was a different matchup, but this deck is designed to destroy Yellow Rush, and as you can see there, very successful against the deck. It just has so many options when answering Yellow Rush. So it was going to be over, but SuperbLizard wants to play as well, it turns out. And how can I deny a man a game of Faeria? SuperbLizard's going to play against me. I'm not sure if it's going to be Yellow Rush, we will find out. And so if you don't know who SuperbLizard is, he is one of our Monthly Cup commentators and a Monthly Cup participant. So thank you very much, Lizard, for taking your time to play some matches with us. So we got a beautiful start there on turn 2, going to explore into the Wood Elemental, getting that additional forest down. And we have a desert to start things off from Lizard, so this could be a Sagittarius Rush. Yep, it looks like it's going to be a different type of Yellow Rush this time. So two premium Faeria players battling me with their Yellow Rush. I'm going to go for Grove Guardian over the Willow, just something a bit more durable. It can challenge Shaitan Demon, so if Desert Demon came down now, I actually have a way to clear it. It's going to be Flash Salmon, okay. Hit into Prayer, so this is a really nice start. Is this going to be a Wrangler? Yep, it's going to be a Wrangler. And he's going to wrangle the Wrangler! Double Wrangler. Cannot complain about that. Oh, we pick up Runin, very nice. So we're going to take double neutral here and lock our opponent into the middle. I'm going to clear this. I'm going to clear this. And then we're going to get Runin down. And Runin's going to chill here, actually. I could have dashed Runin onto the well, but it can't hit a haste creature in this region. So like Soul Drain could come down into a desert, haste stuff can start happening, Runin can answer whatever threat comes down immediately, and then Willow can come down as a protector. But takes a draw, so no haste gonna hit my orb this turn. Might just see a Soul Drain. I'm gonna see a Flash Salmon, potentially into another Wrangler. Oh, gets a Claim to Prayer off. Into a Zealous Crusader. Okay. So now we can move over +1 into Grove Guardian. I can collect a Faeria. I'm gonna play it on the wells because I don't want Lizard to collect any Faeria. And I can take the value hit on the Runin, but then I can just +1 into Runin again. I'd like to get more forest down, to be honest. I don't want to be doing this for too long. But Runin is a bit of a nightmare for Rush players that don't run Crystal Flower. And I'm not sure if Lizard is running Crystal Flower. That's something we might find out in the future. So Monk gonna curve around, get that hit in. Takes a draw. Goes for value on Runin, as to be expected. Yeah, and I think we just take Forest here and play a Willow. And shimmy this to the side to block any potential hasters trying to come off this land. And this sets us up for Willow Feed next turn. Then we can go back into Runin and then dash Runin onto this desert. Saggy, so playing the Saggy build. I love the Saggy build. It's my favorite build of Yellow Rush. I feel this card is just really strong. And if you don't know about this build, be sure to check out my deck doctor on it. I did one a little while ago. And this is gonna move around. Maybe take care of this. I think Willow Feed is pretty valuable here. I need to burst my economy up. It's going to be a follower to protect. Okay, so maybe not now because I can't kill the monk. Maybe I wait. Maybe I just kill the follower. See, the sad thing is, Sagi gets value. But Monk gets value. What do I care more about? Card draw or Faeria? Probably card draw in this situation. Willow Fiend might just give me another taunt, to be fair. And I'll be set up for a little bit. And I think that might be a little bit more valuable. Elderwood, not that helpful, unfortunately. So let's move here. And then we can dash Rune in onto the desert, just to make sure that Sagittarius doesn't get an extra hit on us. Now, we are giving Lizard another draw. But I'm hoping that this double Elderwood now in my hand will be enough power to deal with any Zealous Crusaders coming down. Might take a desert here, so Wind Soldiers can collect Faeria if they need to clear targets. And Grove Guardian, with this little step up, allowed Runin to dash onto the desert to stop any more haste creatures, but also gave Runin a little bit of protection as well. So this big deer needs to be answered before the big dog. Gonna take a little hit on it, cheeky little hit there. Curious to see what the follow-up is. Maybe just Zealous Crusader. If it's a 7... What was the last Zealous Crusader? 5/5, right? And we got hit by a follower and a monk and another monk. So it should be an 8/8. If it is a Zealous Crusader. And if it is a Zealous Crusader, we're going to shimmy across to make sure we can kill the monk with the Grove Guardian. That's going to be the plan. Oh, I really like this positioning from Lizard. So Lizard basically just saying, actually, I'm not going to give you that opportunity to move around as you wish. Instead, now, I'm just probably going to double Elderwood the Grove Guardian and just clear the monk. This does mean the Demon Wrangler and Sagittarius is going to kill Runin, which does open up the floodgates to potential followers and monks, and they're going to give Faeria because of the Sagittarius. Maybe I just taunt it up then, yeah. Maybe I have to kind of do this. So we take the clear here, move this over into Elderwood. Take care of that. And we just take we unfortunately just take the other hit. Yeah, let's get our aggressive land. So we need to kill the Sagittarius. I think the Sagittarius build does a little better against this because the Sagittarius just gives reoccurring value, and you want to be able to, you know, go up to their orb when you choose. But if there's a Sagittarius up there already in the early game, you know, it's going to be very tough to deal with. Monk to clear Runin? Or Monk to clear the Grove Guardian? So I'm going to probably just knock a Soul Drain on this. Or maybe just trying to line it up so it gets killed by Sagittarius over time. No, it does have the Soul Drain, it looks like. Okay. Gets that extra hit there with the snipe. Very good, very good. So yeah, I think we just hit. We can dash Runin onto this desert again. We'll take +1, I guess. We need Faeria, so let's take +1 because Wood Elemental can create this last land for us when we need it. So another Zealous Crusader could come down, and it would actually be pretty big. I think it'd be a 10/10 at this point. I do have an Elderwood to answer it, but then I step out the way of the Sagittarius. I'd love to pick up a boar, so I can just dash a boar in here, let the boar soak the damage, and then I can start playing creatures aggressively. Lizard trying to probably figure out how does he kill a Runin at this point. I mean, even if you were to kill Runin this turn, I'm just going to resummon it next turn. Then it's going to be a 10-10. I think Zealous Crusader, just thrown a Zealous Crusader down now just to answer it for a turn. Ouch. Maybe pass. I mean, not under any pressure. Could take some time to build some resources. So Shaitan Demon's going to be the answer for now. 2 life remaining. If I feed it, I only gain a Faeria back, but I do cycle. I think I have to taunt up this turn. I think I have to kill this, and then I need to just play a wood elemental here, then take that aggressive forest. Just make sure we have enough Faeria every turn to summon this rune, and that's why I'm +1 so much. The runing can just carry the games, because if I am able to collect, and I can replay runing, I may be able to feed runing, gain 9 Faeria back, then resummon runing as a 12-12. And I still have teleport, so it's fine to keep runing it in this defensive position. I'm just hoping there's no real answer to this just yet. Takes a shot. I mean, I think the best thing Lizard can do now is just pass. You just pass because then Runin stays as an 8-1, and I don't want an 8-1 Runin. I want a full life Runin because it's much harder to answer. Whereas if you leave this on 1 life, Sagittarius can set up the kill on it next turn, and then the floodgates can open, then more creatures can come down to try and finish the game off. So I don't like any creatures being summoned this turn for that fact. Runin is much more vulnerable here. I'm gonna take the Choking Sands. Okay. Because I want to feed this. So yeah, we just go +1 into Grove Guardian. We pass, so we're just replaying our taunt, but the only issue now is I don't get to set up that feed combo on the next turn. I'm gonna have to wait another turn to be able to do that. And Grove Guardian needs to be able to collect as well, which could be a problem, because I don't want Grove Guardian to move out of position to stop the haste creatures. And as you can see, our opponent is running out of options. 7 cards. This could be a good opportunity to set up Zealous Crusader, get things going there. Takes another draw, 6 cards remaining. I have 17 cards left in my deck. The comparison is insane. Wind Soldier, interesting. Collects a Faeria, gets a hit again, generate an extra Faeria, then plays a bigger Zealous Crusader. Oh, has the prayer, so maybe trying to pray into Zealous now. I like Zealous on this spot. It's much more difficult to deal with. Now we could just draw the Voice of Truth. That would be amazing. Didn't get it though. Okay, we're gonna have to go for a draw here. Feels good, guys. I can't clear it, though. That's the only problem. I'd have to collect a Faeria and allow 6 damage to go, but I can heal, so I think I'm still in a decent spot. Wham wham. Sad Zealous Crusader. I can't believe I top decked that. I was in such a difficult position. Lizard has played this match very well. The delayed hit on the Runin as an 8, leaving it as an 8-1 was just a fantastic play. Because it disabled like a massive economy burst for me with the Feed the Forest. But if this doesn't die now, I can shimmy across, I can collect, I can +1, I can get 6 Faeria from that. I can then play Runin, I can feed her, I can heal, and then I can replay Runin as a 12-12. Is that going to be a Wind Soldier? Looks like it. I mean, worst case scenario is I just feed this for now, and then use a future feed the Forest on Runin if it comes to it. But another Zealous Crusader would be pretty terrifying here. I'm not sure how many Lizard runs, to be honest. +1. Into Sagittarius. Into prayer. Oh my goodness, Lizard, what are you doing? He's a maniac. Look at him. Oh my goodness. Is that going to be into Zealous? Into Demon Wrangler? That was a really powerful play. I mean, I could Elderwood clear +1. Elderwood will leave me on 4 life. And then the feed would cost 1. And I maybe have enough to heal at that point. Elderwood +1 feed only puts me on 3 Faeria. I can then heal. I'm going to take 3 damage. And then another Zealous Crusader could come down. Oh man, difficult decisions. I think we have to do it. And hopefully draw a Willow. No, didn't draw it. Okay, so we're gonna have to heal. Two cards remaining. If Zealous Crusader comes down, we're in a lot of trouble. Ouch. Might actually give up the 2 damage to make sure Zealous Crusader can hit the orb next turn. Which I don't think is a terrible idea. I don't think there's a huge difference between me being on... Well, actually, no. Me being on 4 is a lethal just between the 2 creatures in play. Maybe I didn't heal. Maybe I... No, I had to heal. I didn't have enough life. How big is this Zealous? It's a Shaitan Demon. And another Shaitan Demon. Sagittarius is even lining up for a cap on the left-hand side. Oh, man. That is an Ancient Boar. Let's draw my last card, and it is a Grove Caller. Well played to Lizard. And, yeah, I think the Sagittarius build is a lot more difficult to answer. And, yeah, it doesn't... Not being able to answer this is really hard. Like, dashing up boars is usually a really good way to deal with it. Potentially I should have maybe used Runin to get up there and start clearing a Sagittarius, because it just gets so much value if you leave it up. So in the future, if you do play against the Sagittarius build, I'd strongly recommend trying to get one of your dash creatures up there and taking care of it. That wraps up this episode of Oversky Deck Pilot. Big shout out to ESofDawn and SuperbLizard for showing us their Yellow Rush decks, showing this matchup and how it plays out. And I think I actually learned something from those games. I learned that the non-Sagittarius version, this deck does very well against. Against the Sagittarius version, it may struggle a little bit if they get that early Archer down. Now, I've been thinking of answers to that. I think Horsemaster could be a very good answer, good alternative to Grove Caller, so you can just dash your creature up and hit it. But again, you still have to set up those lands. So I feel that the best answer to that is the Ancient Boar. Ancient Boar, dash it up, making sure it can answer that Saggy early and take care of it. It's got 5 life, it's very hard to deal with. In hindsight, perhaps I should have used Runin more aggressively in the kind of early to mid game to get Runin up there to deal with the first Saggy and then feed it off late and then resummon it back defensively. And as you can see, the Saggy version, especially with the Flash Salmons and stuff, can get a lot of Faeria very quickly, but also get a lot of card draw. And I did do a deck doctor on this deck, so you can check that out. I'm going to leave that here for you. So thank you very much for watching. If you liked the video, be sure to give it a thumbs up, and if you haven't already, drop a subscribe to keep up to date of when our content goes live. You can check out Deck Doctor if you want to find out more about this deck and how to play it and what each card's function is, as well as land placement and some of the strengths and weaknesses, mulligans, and the Memoria cost. You can also check out my Deck Doctor on Sagittarius Rush if you'd like to give Lizard's deck a go. So that wraps up this episode. Thank you again, and I hope you guys enjoy Mono Green Anti-Rush.